Took 3 trades today. 3 pretty crappy trades that I'm not very proud of. Yeah, it's just a lot of FOMO and just not very good trades. I mean, it was at the level, but I mean, this wasn't, but that's another problem. But just not very good trades, not very good confirmations. So coming in, we're still kind of in this range here, consolidating. I do pretty horribly in these conditions. And there was a little bit of a demand overnight that I wasn't sure of, but I put anyways. We were coming back inside this high volume node here, and that would have worked out very nice because it broke here, resisted, and then it sold off. But that was not part of my plan because I am implementing balanced balanced conditions rules. So I wanted to long value area low, which was I thought was a good level because it was L3 value area low and demand. If not, I wanted to short H3 value area high or supply. What actually would have worked is a sell off here, resist, and then sell off. But either way, that was my plan: long here or short there. I explicitly said I don't want to try this demand zone because L4. If it breaks under L3, then and it comes to L4, I don't really want to try. But I tried anyways. Yeah, so market comes down into this area here, value area low, which I thought was a very good level, 74.47, kind of a B shape here, forms. I do see that it's a little bit of a CVD hidden divergence, broke lows by a lot, but not really on price. So I see that B shape, I see the rally, but there's really not much else. One thing I did like was that it broke lows here, but RSI was much higher, so RSI was uptrending actually, so I thought there was a good chance. So that was part of it. B shape, POC at the lows, but not much of a delta divergence or sellers getting stuck or none of that. I kind of wanted to come back and retest this B shape, right? But never did. Especially because we're in a nice little downtrend, and this hammer candle got sold off into and broke the low. So I wanted to kind of retest, get absorbed here again, and then go back up. But yeah, that never happened. And now I'm starting to get FOMO. I'm like, I don't want to miss out on this. This happens to me every single time. I'm waiting for a retest, but it never happens and goes straight up. And I feel like I'm trying to be patient and trying to enter on a, when it gets supported and makes a higher low. But I feel like I should just enter now because, I don't know. Because I keep missing out on these moves because it just keeps going. I mean, not even that I'm missing out on these moves. It's just that I'm not prevented from taking these pullbacks long after the fact. And that leads to way more losses than me just taking it right off the bat without a retest. So honestly, just not being patient probably would have prevented a lot of losses for me this month. But it finally does create this delta divergence bearish, shooting star candle, delta divergence bearish. So huge bearish signals, but I'm still looking for this pullback because I missed that. In my mind, I missed that trade. I missed that entry. So now I'm looking for a pullback. I'm looking for any sort of buying signal, right? At this point, I'm in a fear of missing out. I feel like I already missed out. I'm trying to chase and get in. Kind of forms a delta divergence, but not really. Eventually ends up making a hammer candle-ish here, and then a 1 minute high volume hammer. So I just get in with 2 contracts here, just because it's a pullback and just because it's getting bought up. No real good confirmations on the pullback. I'm like, I already got good confirmations here. I don't need any more, even though it is forming a delta divergence there on a 1 minute, 20 range, and 2 minute. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to get in and paid for that. Instantly get stopped out here. Now, once again, hammer candle, kind of a B shape here. I'm like, dude, there's bearish confirmations here, bearish confirmations there. It's about to make a CVD hidden divergence. It's about to break highs, but price is nowhere near the highs. Just more of bearish confirmations than bullish ones, but I'm just kind of blinded by emotions here, I think, because it's not really the best of confirmations, but I missed that entry, right? So I have to get in on the pullback. So now I'm trying to get in on the pullback on any little thing, which sometimes works, but clearly not today. And then once it started forming a delta divergence bullish here, I entered another contract here. So I entered with one here, but then now I'm entered with another one way up here. Now my average is 55 with a stop. It's pretty big now, about 7 points now. But it never makes that delta divergence. It sells off. It sucks. Seems like it's getting supported by B shape here. Seems like it's going to go up. There's a little bit of breakout here, but couldn't get past this previous swing high. It sells off. Nice big bearish delta divergence there. CVD hidden divergence is going crazy. Honestly, I thought about just taking it off here, but well, anything can happen, right? So I just held on to it and took a full loss. Huge bearish confirmations here, honestly. This could have been a good entry. But yeah, I was holding on to my longs, and then I saw this big bearish confirmations, delta divergence on the 2-minute, delta divergence times 2 on the 1-minute. Just so many bearish confirmations. CVD hidden divergence going up, 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 and price is going down. Yeah, just so much bearish confirmations here. But that was not in my plan, right? So I'm trying to follow my plan, and I'm like, oh, I can't take it because it's not in my plan. Yeah, it's going up there, but that's not a level I planned for shorts at least. So great confirmations if I plan for that, because it sells off like crazy now. But now this is even worse mistake. Comes into demand zone, L4. Now I'm trying to take some sort of long here, I guess. Forms a B shape. There, PSC at the lows. Really not great confirmations. It even forms a 2-minute delta divergence here, bearish. But I'm like, oh, that's a retest, and then it's getting bought up again. So tried it with one contract. Got stopped out instantly there. So yeah, that was my 3 losses. That was it. Yeah, just a bunch of bearish confirmations here. If I just planned for a bearish scenario, that would have been great, but I didn't, and my plan didn't work out. So, yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should just stop waiting for a retest. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing, honestly.